Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Airships Conquer the Sky. My apologies, no, correction, Landships Conquer the Ground. Today's beverage is a supermarket own brand tropical crushed soda, which is basically pineapple and grapefruit, highly carbonated indeed. So welcome back to the game, and previously we were making very good progress, and we travelled a long way. In fact, we went pretty much from Wise here all the way up to the very top of the map. This is after these guys declared war on us in a previous episode, and well, we've taken a lot of territory, as you can see. In this one, well, we might even finish off in this episode, but we'll see how we get on, see how progress is, because basically we are at war, but it's with this guy here who I'm hoping to finish off in the next couple of minutes, basically. It'll still have territory over here, but there's nothing we can really do about that. I want to see what we can do over in this area, but I'm hoping that our allies, oh, actually we need to say allies, they're not allies technically, but yeah, they're actually still at war with them, so maybe they'll go and take some of that over, and then we can eventually ally up. And I do want to try and ally with this guy with the key for their banner. If we've got diplomacy, we can see that they're called Kranzberg. They're a craven, easily frightened and bullied, yet similar strength. So if I would say make ultimatum, alliance or it's war, and there's a 56% chance that will work, but I'll make an offer and I will offer tribute, and I'll just say yes, or 10% my income to them, maybe not. I'll just keep sending delegations when I can. Anyway, what we'll do is we'll go close diplomacy. Why is that not doing it? There we go. And I'm going to basically start to take out over here, and this is going to be automatic result, yes, and it's a brutal. I know people said in the previous episode, actually one before that, that one of the problems we did have with the whole, taking stuff over, brutal takeover, is that yeah, we had a guy that really didn't like that, but it is what it is. Let's just accept the automatic resolution here of the Pirate King assaulting us. We've had no success with taking out the Pirate King, which is a bit of a shame. Let's go over to Kuder, and Kuder's formed alliance with Akadil, who you are now at war with, right? Who are those guys then? Those guys are... where are they? Okay, I'll say okay to that one, and we'll just keep attacking, and we will lose a ship there, but that's all fine. It's just a slug version 2, as long as it wasn't a captain. And then we're going to go over to here, and then that's going to be probably an automatic resolution. Yeah, that's fine. So brutal take over that one. So yeah, we've managed to do all of that. Let me just double check here. We can see, oh, they're actually over there as well. Okay, there is extra 50% fleet supply speed, which is all good. Let's go with maybe torpedo bombers. Why not? Actually, no. Is there anything that is part researched? Gatling gun and rifle aim clip. No, I don't really want that one. Anyway, we'll close that down. And well, the problem now is that I really can't get anywhere. I can go over there, but I'd have to go through this guy. Let's just go ahead and diplomacy them up. And if I can, no, I can't send a delegation. Make offer. Maybe alliance, and they're a minus to do that. I can give them an 82,000 generic units of currency, but that isn't going to do it either. A tribute won't get it either, so I guess I'm just going to have to wait until send the delegations and all that. So we are at war with the cooperative here, the Akrudale. We are... yeah, reputation hated. Who's that? That's the one down here. Yeah, it's this guy. Okay, and I believe they are at war. Yeah, with their neighbour there. Probably a bit of a standoffish thing, to be honest with you. But anyway, right, we've got around here. I mean, Akudale's former alliance with New York. You are now at war with them. So basically, this is all. It's all kicking off here. Let me just go ahead and double check that. And I think it's just little splinter factions, really. So I'm not really too worried about it. I would like to try and take out this thing here. It's the last part of the alliance, and it'll clear the map up just a little bit. They've just landed with some vessels, and they've now... oh, they've changed over to that faction. Let's accept automatic resolution. I have a feeling that's what this episode is going to be going to be like, really. You can see there's lots of stuff going back and forward and all over the place here. Let me just double check. That seems to be fine. Like I say, this guy with the key, let's fund expeditions, fund it again. Yes. And we'll work together for scientific cooperation. There's torpedo bombs done, so we'll say all right. And then there was a part research one, extra construction speed, yeah, why not? Trade treaty and research treaty, who is that with? It is with this guy over here. I will say yes, might as well accept that. And mad scientist near Cortano has contacted you. Kranzberg gives some money to join them, but indicates they would rather join you. Payment of 1,000. I've got the money, so I might as well. Good grief, that research is going really, really quick. What do I need over here? Reduce torpedo minimum range or extra torpedo damage. I'm going to go with the damage. I'm going to pay the mad scientist. Ooh, okay. I might have to pay them another 4 grand. No, I'm going to contact Kranzberg to stop them. Nest cleared. Okay, that's good. So we got 5,000. I'm going to go over to build land ship and to... This is the... yeah, that's auto-save, that one. We did build previously the Hedgehog, which does have some pathing issues. I am aware I'm probably going to go having to make a version 2 if we need to, but at the moment it's not really of great interest. Let me go ahead and build 2 of the Elks, so that'll be 3 in total, because I do want to try and take out that Pirate King. Right, so I guess I'll have another chat if I can. No, can't send delegation. You have to wait 7 more months, apparently. Alright, fine. Let me just double check the diplomacy for people. Not much of a surprise. I just want to check out this guy. Here they are. Cooperative, much weaker, and they are at war. I'm going to make peace. They will accept that. I will receive submission. So, yeah, we'll do that. And that'll give us even more money. So I'll pause it here. So let the game crack on with that one. Is there any defensive pacts? No, not really. No, there's a bit of peace, but no real defensive pacts. Yeah, we are now at truce, which is good. Like I said, I probably want to try and take out over here. And what I'm hoping for is the AI to basically sort out this mess around here. Attracted by a new monster nest in your territory, Lucia van Frauchenbach, I think, is available for recruitment. Let's have a quick look. They have plus 50% research in city. They get a tech of cartography and painful experience, which is plus spy defense. And they gain plus, well, they'll have fear, and they'll leave if they get to the top fear, and they get increase on that based on war and monster nests, so I'm not even going to bother with it because there's so many monster nests that we have. Scholars found writings of famous polymath in the occult library. It would be a great boon to your research. Buy it offer to buy for 2,000, yes. Turns out to be utterly useless. Brilliant. Incoming pirate fleet. Yeah, there's lots of pirates on this map. It's just how it is. I'm actually going to send back my forces here. There's research completed. We're going to go with... oh, don't zoom out like that. I mean, what do we want? What do I need, is the question. Gatling gun and rifle aim and clip, or rifle damage. You know what? I'm just going to go with... do we reduction steel armor weight, or extra steel armor blast absorption? I'm going to go with the blast absorption just because weight is not something we really have to deal with. You've got a lot of capacity when you've got land ships. Build a... oh, here's the fleet again, so I'll just accept that. And build land ship. We want to get another elk. Yeah, I think we're going to go with just 4 elks in this force. Once again, keeping over on the diplomacy side of things to see how things are getting on. It said another 7 months before I can Send a delegation. 2 days until we send a delegation. Okay, so that's easy. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And I will send a delegation. Again, we are similar strength. I think most people are similar strength actually. So, oh no, there's this guy dishonorable who's yeah, they're next to me. Reputation is hated. And they are, yeah, let's say dishonourable, willing to break treaties at the drop of a hat. We've got Newark, who's much weaker as well, who's a cooperative. We've got Spelford, who is similar strength, and they are reputation liked, and they are a pacifist. We are at peace with them. We've got Blimpsburg, who's, again, similar strength and a pacifist. Where are they, actually? Where is Blimpsburg? It's, oh, it's this guy here. Okay. Like I say, I want to try and ally up as much as I can. Looks like the delegation has been received well, which is good, and we are now liked as well. What's this? Right of the firm is polymath. That didn't work out last time. I'll have to buy it. Oh, it did work out this time. So plus scientific tome, which is plus 10% research speed. In the previous series, we absolutely shot through the research, and that's something I didn't really want to do in this one. Let's say alliance, otherwise war, and if I do that, they will agree to it. So I'm going to make ultimatum on that one, because it's 100%, and that means that we will be in alliance with this guy here. So, yeah, that's pretty good. We could probably start doing something similar to some of the other guys. Make ultimatum. War or alliance, again 100%, let's make that ultimatum. Like I say, I don't have any problems getting another win off a diplomacy. So that's now done. There's the research finished, and let's go with clockwork hussars and computers. So that's all fine. So let's just double check the diplomacy option. There's basically, yeah, not much else really to sort of work with here. I'll see if I can do something similar. Sorry, wrong button there. Cancel some of these. Clear the screen a bit. With this guy, so make ultimatum. We want an alliance, or it is war, and they are not going to accept that. Okay, right. That does change things. Looks like the Pirate King has been destroyed. Oh, wow, so they managed to do that. That's actually really impressive. So are we still at war over here? Yes, we are. So what I'm going to do is bring our elks further down. Build landship. Let's build a couple more elks. There we go. And I think we'll just take out this guy because they've only got like 2 areas left, and we do have the travel for it. After that, it just depends on what we're going to do. It's going to be something to do with this guy, isn't it? Select research here. Cannons no longer explode, and reduction in cannon reload time. Cannons no longer explode. It has to be surely because we've got cannons around the place. So I don't probably need to send off this force anywhere because we're allied now over there. I think if we are going to go to war, it's most likely going to be from this area downwards, and it'll be against Toothford. So we'll see. New Age dawns. Plus 20 base research, plus 3 spies available. 4 in Reston City and 1 in Respite Town. That's not ideal. At least the Pirate King's gone. A common threat. Pirate nest near Anthazol threatens both you and Kranzberg. Let's approach them in good faith. And yes. Kranzberg agreed to work with the pirates and then betrayed them to you. Oh, okay. Well, they are an alliance, but interesting. They're not acting like allies, are they? Let me go ahead and bring this other elk down. I don't think I need much more than 1, 2, 3, 4 elks. Is there any heroes I can get? We do have a few around, don't we? I might maybe move this one. Yeah, maybe. Let's have a quick look at the vessels. They're over in here, actually. I might not be able to remove them. Oh, Lilith became Lilith, saviour mankind due to 100 power. So as power builds up, you can get a win off that one, and we have done that in a previous series. So let's see if that is going to happen or not. I'm just going to double check where this captain is. Oh, looks like we can award a medal, and once again we're going to go with accuracy because that's just what we do, and award the medal. And I want to unassign, well actually we'll assign on that medal, we'll unassign that captain, but we will assign it them to one of the elks here, so we'll select that hero, and there we are, that's all good. Okay, I don't think I really need to worry about this fight. Actually, I say that, I don't even know what they've got. I'm going in, oh, right, okay, if we accept automatic resolution, we just win. Brutal takeover, and then they're running over to there, and basically we're going to follow them. There's no reason not to. I think it'll be another automatic resolution, but then that's this whole area taken over. Yeah, if I accept that resolution, it's done. So we'll do that, and then we'll come back. Right, cannons no longer explode, always a bonus. What else? Reduction in sailor maintenance cost, minus 50% troop maintenance cost, double fleet supply limit we've got, double rocket accuracy. I don't think we've got any rockets at all in the force. Wasp skill marines, guided missiles, why not? I don't think any of this will be building. Diplomacy then, so there's only 1, 2, 3, 4. So make ultimatum, well, actually no, we don't know. We're already allied up. So if I was to make ultimatum with this guy and say alliance or it's war, they will accept, and I think that'll end up, will that be game? I think that'll be game. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. We have made this ultimatum here and accepted the demands. So if we look at this, we are basically, there's only one person left, which is over here. Okay, I mean, I can probably do a similar thing. Let's say alliance, or it's war, make ultimatum, and now I think that will be the end of it. And we didn't really need to use the elks in anger. I got to call them Winters because that's what the original name was. And there we go, that is Vic and Terry together, the Alliance of Kransberg, Genericans, Numj, Speltford, and Blimpsburg has swept aside all opposition, bringing peace to the lands of the former empire. Only time will tell what happens next. Campaign stats, let's have a quick look then. So we can see overall territory, it really did spike in the last episode there. Fleet strength, we strangely were actually not on top for a while. There's a steady boost from Kransberg there. See, it slowly ramps up, whereas ours just goes up and up and up and up right towards the end. Yeah, I really wouldn't want to try and take out Blimpsburg because they were pretty similar, although I think our economy was much better. Oh yeah, our economy was much, much better. Money, spend by. Yeah, look at that. Reputations, oh, good grief. Right, apparently, yeah, Blimsburg, a reputation. People did not like them. Okay. Ours was pretty high up, which is alright. Tech, we just absolutely romped away with, that's fine. Deaths, we were actually, is that us? Yeah. Okay, we were quite high. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, we're going to leave it there for now. That has been a bit of Landships Conquer the Ground. Didn't do as much building of new vessels as I wanted, but the ones that we had worked out very well for us anyway, so, you know, there was no reason to reinvent the wheel, as the saying goes. We didn't build any llamas in this series, where we've pretty much relied on them in the previous one. Let's just go back over to, let's see, design and fight and landship editor, open design. So yes, we did make any of those. So we did build some badges about halfway through the series, and they came in quite handy for taking out static structures. We didn't build any bullfrogs. Elks we made 6 of, I think, in total, but you know, we didn't really use them in anger because it was pretty much game. We didn't build any foxes, even though we pretty much spammed them in the previous one. Hamsters, and less said about that the better. Hedgehogs, now, you know, I didn't mind the design, but again, has been pointed out, the pathing is absolutely terrible. We do need a junction here. So we might make a version 2 in either another series or most likely as a sort of standalone video, but we'll see how we get on with that one. Back over to Landship Editor and open the design. Like I say, we did use them, excuse me, but it was more of a case of they were there in case we needed them, and well, the game seemed to copy our little challenge here, which is basically, it really did rely on landships rather than airships. Hippos we didn't build, but we did have the technology, although I think it's a little bit too slow for our fleet. The llamas we didn't bother with. The pig, did I build one? I might have done, I can't really remember. The rhino, never built it because, well, it's ridiculously expensive for what it is. If you don't know, excuse me once again, the heavy suspendium disruptor, it basically blows up the suspendium crystals on the thing it shoots, and then obviously things fall out the sky. However, there wasn't as much stuff in the sky as I'd like. The sloth is the end of that chart. The slug was actually, I think, fairly successful. Obviously, we did the version 1, which is basically 2 cannons and aerial charges. Then made the second one basically just to double the ammo on it. I think in hindsight, I would definitely, if we were going to run them again, get the research that gives you extra ammo pretty much as a matter of priority, because yeah, they're really, even with two ammo bays, they just ran out of ammo really quickly. But we did spam them, and yeah, like I say, that's been a bit of Airships Conquer the Sky in the conquest mode, and we did do all of the ground ships, we did some alliances, and we also utilised some of the heroes. Like I said, we could have went and wiped everybody out if we wanted to, but by this stage it's it's pretty much done anyway. So yeah, don't mind the victory there. Either way, hope you have enjoyed this series. If you have any tips, comments, suggestions for builds, series you would like to see, any different angles, that sort of thing, then by all means let me know in the comments. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching, take care, and generic partings.